Hello and welcome to the show that brings you the best of international water sports action from around the world. Two features this week, and later in the show we're in Marseille, France for sailing action from the 49er and 49er FX World Championships. But first, we return to Baku, Azerbaijan for highlights from the UIM Formula 2 World Championship. 20 drivers take to the water for the second round of the season.
It's 40 laps for the race today. Some of them have been done under yellow flag, but of course they will be counted. We still have over 20 laps to go. So we will see a lot of action again. Eric Stark, of course, he's the champion of the moment. He will not accept the second position, and it's green flag now. And so we see Eric Stark on the outside part. Wow, what a driver, what a driver. Another perfect restart for him on the outside part. And he has taken Johan Osterberg. Fantastic Eric Stark, still lifting the ball a lot, but not losing any speed. What a driver. He's really a champion. He deserves 2 World Championships and the leading of the standings at the moment. Then Jonas Andersson, he is racing in front of his people in a way, because he's from the Azerbaijan team, so he wants to demonstrate a lot. This is the driver who started in last position with the black boat and number 18 Dominic Stahl we've seen. Look at the lead that Eric Stark has already gained on the runner-up Johan Osterberg and on the other countrymate Andersson. Amazing, amazing. This driver is so fast. And he's also really brilliant and very fast with his mind, because after 2 restarts under the yellow flag, he was able to get positions. Johan Andersson on the outer part, he doesn't want to be disturbed by the wake of Osterberg, but he still has a lot of space to catch up if he wants to get the second position. While Eric Stark, meanwhile, has taken a very, very strong lead. What a showdown. Mette Björkes racing in dirty waters. As we said, there's this huge advantage of the one leading, and there's another boat retiring. This is for number 41. So after 2 capsizing and after Paul Virik Nielsen has retired, we also have Winan de Jager from South Africa, who has to get back on shore. So it's now 14 drivers on this race. Still a very busy race. Johan Andersson trying to attack Osterberg in every way. And then Ulvis Slagter is in 4th position. 5th is Ola Pettersson with a white boat number 6. Then this is Paolo Zantelli, started 2nd, is 6th now. And then Stanislav Kursenowski, and this is Erik Edin. This is Matthias Söderling. Tobias Söderling, pardon me. Owen Jelf, another veteran. What a race. We've been some laps under yellow flags, but of course the action has been really, really a lot under the green flag. What a race so far. And Eric Stark once again is making his showdown. He is the strongest. What can you say? What can you say after 2 restarts like that? But of course there's another 2 times world champion, and this one, number 14, Jonas Andersson. Every time he's at that buoy on the left, closer to the shore, he tries to overtake Johan Osterberg, but still he cannot make it. And he's like a propeller chasing his prey. Of course, he's racing for Team Azerbaijan, so he wants also to show to the people who support his team, he wants to show his strength. Meanwhile, it's still the same Swede drivers, the 3 country mates leading the race, leading the pack, with Eric Stark in 1st position, Johan Osterberg in 2nd, and Jonas Andersson in 3rd. You see the very sleek lines of these boats. The cockpit is very tight, I must say. It's very difficult to get in, but difficult for us because we're not used to. Of course, for the drivers, it's an instant to get out. They can unlock the steering wheel and then they are immediately out. And also different shapes. This boat, for instance, the white one, is made by Baba Racing, by Massimo Rogero. It's a bit shaped like a shark in the tip. Most of the boats, this one is Clerici boat, is an Italian boat. Most of the boats I was saying are from the from the Danish builder Målgaard, and all the first 3 boats are made by Målgaard. Probably in this condition of the sea, despite what some drivers could say, they are the best performing ones. And so Andersson there looking at the public and saying, yeah, I will get Osterberg, I will get him. Every time he makes a larger turn at this buoy, every time he tries to get more speed and get closer to Osterberg, but he doesn't seem to make it. While Eric Stark had a very quick restart after the green flag, after the last yellow flag, and he was able to overtake Osterberg immediately. This is an overlapping now for the 2 drivers, and this is Erik Edin. Passing over. This is an overlap on boat number 18, as we said. He started in last position. So yeah, you see when the boat turns, it also drifts a bit. Of course, you can make a tighter turn if you suddenly, of course, you don't brake, but like release all of a sudden the throttle, and then you turn, you make a tight turn. That means making more distance, but also losing a bit speed. While instead, if you take a large turn like Erik Edin did now, a very large one, you lose less speed, but of course you have to make more distance. It's always a choice. It depends on how you feel. It depends on the setup of your boat, and it also depends on the path that you need to take because of the boat ahead of you. Because you don't want to stay behind, you want to take a different trajectory in order to be on clearer waters. Johan Osterberg still chased, and we see there's a problem. It looked like on the left part of our racetrack, we see it seems to me Chiara Rossi with boat number 53 retiring, going slowly back to the shore. So that would be a big disappointment for the team after the other driver, South African Winan de Jager, also retired. Chiara Rossi is back to the shore while these drivers are still giving their best. This is Owen Jelf. The last boat from Baba team is even more aggressive. Look at the tip of the nose of this boat. It's really like a very bad shark. Yeah, we've seen Andersson has got back some distance, some gap. He's closing the gap on Osterberg. And so we will see very, very hot final laps, because Andersson doesn't want to give up. Of course, he's 2 times world champion, so he's really expert also in managing all the different phases of the race. It's not the first time for him to race under yellow flag, to need to manage the time, the fuel that you have, and to decide when it's time, the proper time to attack. While at the same time, for this driver, Eric Stark, it seems there's no strategy. He just goes fast, and mainly faster than anybody else. He's now overlapping the Mette Bjornkes with boat number 9, this red and white boat, jumping a lot on the waves. And these are still second and third. It's a good choice for Team Azerbaijan to have Jonas Andersson with them. We spoke also with the responsible of the Powerboating Association here in this country, and he said, I want to have only world champions in my team. This year is Andersson, and we will probably have a second one, so not replacing Andersson, of course, but a second one, a second driver for the Team Azerbaijan, and another world champion. That's what we have been told. So this country is really believing in powerboating and believing in Formula 2. And I'm sure that after this beautiful event and how spectacular it's been, and it's being at the moment for all the country, they will be more and more convinced. So this is a time of overlapping some other drivers. Could be also the chance for Andersson. He's getting closer to Osterberg, as you see. And wow, Andersson tries to get on the inner part of the turn. He made a very tight turn, trying to get close. He's trying everything he has to overtake Osterberg. And there's still 6 laps to go, so we will see if Andersson can make it.
And we'll return to the action on the water in Baku after this very short break. And still to come, we've got top-class sailing action from France. See you in a couple of minutes.